My lovers, welcome to my channel and welcome to a Metal King, as we call him, on DM Divine Masculine reading. We call them Metal King because the first time I started doing this reading, I used this Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle deck, and this was the first card that jumped out. So this is how he identified himself as the Metal King, full armored up, not open for anything, ready for battle, being on the defensive, right? So that's our DM reading. So just to give you guys an update, for those of you waiting on personal readings, I have started to deliver personal readings, and I am on target for my deadline of Friday the 27th to deliver all outstanding readings. So next week, the calendar should flow as it usually would, right? I'm taking it slow. I've also recognized that I'm not strong enough to do past life readings just yet. So I've taken off past life readings and Akashic readings from my listing until I'm feeling better. I've always known that they take more energy than the other readings, but I really found out today I couldn't connect. I couldn't connect at all. All right, so until I'm better, those are off my listing. Okay, I hope everybody understands. I had to refund someone today. I couldn't connect at all. I couldn't. All right, so let's get into our DM or Divine Masculine read. I'm doing it a little different today. Usually I go through this deck, but I'm going to be using these Heal Yourself reading cards that were donated by Letitia. And Letitia, they're absolutely wonderful. I've started, well, I did one astrological sign reading. I'm really not myself. And they've been absolutely wonderful, so I'm going to use it. Today we're going to get 4 of these for DM's current energy. You might hear a lot of noise in the background, and that's because today is an incredibly hot day. Now, normally when I record my public readings, I usually take off the AC, and I also take off the fan so that, it's a really pure sound. But today it's so incredibly hot, I can't do it, okay? So my fan is on, so you're going to hear a little background noise, but I want you to tune that out and really get into the reading, okay? I know some of you guys are in lockdown. I don't want you guys to give in to the panic. Let me say this before I get into the reading. Just allot a few minutes a day to listen to the media, okay? Whether it's going to be 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then disconnect. Okay, you just want to know enough to see what's happening in your area, what you need to do, and after that, disconnect, because it's just a lot of fear mongering. Remember, they have their agenda, and their agenda is to sell the news. What sells? Fear sells, sex sells. They can't really sex up the coronavirus so much, so they have to go to fear, and it's causing a lot of anxiety, and that anxiety is going to get you sicker faster than the actual virus, okay? Because the truth of the matter is, unless you have some kind of predisposed condition, COPD or some kind of lung infection, or perhaps asthma, or perhaps if you're very old and you're not and you're kind of frail, then you don't particularly need to worry about this, okay? It's going to be just like the flu. Obviously, you're going to take your stringent measures. You don't bloody well want to get it, right? So you follow the guidelines, but don't let anybody drive you to that state of anxiety where you're absolutely paralyzed and you're consumed with this, okay? Don't do that. It's best to focus on some kind of creative project, or even a spring cleaning, honestly, okay? So you're just going to be careful, and you're just going to be stringent, and just allow this to pass. Don't let the media drive you up the wall. Don't let them drive you crazy, all right? Just want to say that. It's just giving some people so much anxiety. It's not right. They need to be putting out the real statistics with this. All right, so you just take care of yourself, practice stringent hygiene, and just leave it be. Alrighty, so I've gotten 4 cards for Divine Masculine. I'm not reading reversals, all right? All right, so the first card we have is Love. Wow, beautiful. Love, Pride, sounds like ODM. Dreams, I told you I love this deck, Letitia. And we have entrapment. Interesting here. Interesting energies. All right, so bam, the first card, or what DM wants to know, is about love. DM is in love. He's recognizing that this is love. But there's something that must close out in order for this love to begin, right? We have a card number 28. 28 reaches to 10, so that's the ending of something. Let me finish this point before I get the other, or I was getting another message, sorry. Before something else can begin. Right, let me get the other point quickly before I don't want to forget it, right? Yeah, so DM is frozen in time. He's frozen in time. You are here, vibrant, alive, living your life, but he's frozen in time. He feels trapped. He feels trapped in like some kind of masquerade, some kind of image, some kind of facade, right? A lot of them, they may have entered into other soul contracts, karmic contracts, because of how it looked, right? They were living their life on Instagram, living their life on Facebook, right? It was all a facade. But now he wants to be free of this picture, because that's all it was. It was just pretty pictures. It was just an image. It was just an image. It was never love. So there's something that needs to close out for him to free himself from this picture frame, because that's all he has. He just has pretty pictures. No, not even so much pretty pictures, because if you look at his eyes are dead. I know some of you guys like to spy on your DMs on Facebook and on Instagram, but all you have to do, you just cover their mouth and you look at their eyes and you see the real deal. You see the real deal. I'm still going to pull a card on this in a moment, but let me get through the initial thing. So I'm drawn to entrapment already, right? Your DM is trapped right now, feels trapped right now, maybe by their own inner demons. Some of them could be spellbound, bewitched, because I'm really drawn to the fact that this person, who's quite a dark figure, is wielding this wand. So some of them could actually be on the spell work or something like that. But I'm getting more than that, that they are being trapped in a particular position by spirit. This is a card number 34, and that's about 7, and 7 is the number of the divine, right? There might be also trapped. 7 is also the number of like 7 of swords, which is about deceit. So they're also trapped by their own lies and by their own shadow self. Okay, their own shadow self, which the karmic represents. Remember, the karmic is a representation of their shadow self. So they are entrapped by this karmic, who's a representation of their shadow self, right? The karmic is just the physical representation, but it's really the shadow self that they're entrapped by. Okay, I think they're having a lot of dreams about you. Dreams of what they could possibly do if they could stand in their power. If they could be this DM. They're having dreams of how perfect and how idealistic life could be. They're having dreams of the Empress. This is a card number 3. So I think they're having a lot of dreams about you. You might be having a lot of dreams about them. But you know what? They're not moving. You know why? It's because of their pride. Admitting that they were wrong, admitting that they could not see perhaps the karmic, because their eyes were veiled. They could not see the karmic for who they were. Admitting you're wrong is a hard thing to do. So they're kind of like in victim mode, because I'm really drawn as like the crown of thorns, right? It's like they're being sacrificed, but they know the only thing that they have to sacrifice right now is their pride and get a move on. All right, so let me just pull a couple cards on these, but this is what's happening with the DM right now. So lots of dreams about you, lots of dreams of the Empress, of what could be, trapped by their own shadow self, that's represented by the karmic, frozen in time, frozen in these pretty pictures that they wanted, and they're stuck by their pride, knowing that they have to sacrifice their pride here. Beautiful, Letitia. I love these cards. Thank you. Love them. All right, so let's clarify. Spirit, why did you give us this love card? All right, Spirit just gave us this love card to say that there's something that needs to end with a karmic. And remember, the Queen of Pentacles reverse is the gold digger karmic. Something has to end with the gold digger karmic in order for him to unfreeze and come towards the Empress. Okay, so that's what Spirit wants you to know right now. There's something that's ending in order for this love to unfreeze. It's been stuck in time. What's his pride? Yeah. Releasing the pride, recognizing that what you thought was a 10 of Pentacles ain't it. It ain't it. It's just karmic family members, a karmic foundation that you built. Not seeing the truth, couldn't see the truth, wasn't speaking up, wasn't following their intuition, stuck there in their pride. Their pride blocked everything out. Their pride blocked out their abundance that was supposed to come to them, which was their birthright. Their pride blocked them from seeing the truth, and their pride blocked them from taking a leap of faith when they should have, and their pride blocked them from recognizing how deeply in love they were. Okay, with the Empress. Interesting. All right, tell us about these dreams. All right, so we have the moon reverse. I think the dreams are revealing so much information, so much truth right now. I think they're uncovering a lot of truth through their dreams. And even though their pride might have locked off a lot of their psychic abilities, in this dream state, I think they're getting a lot of downloads from spirit, and a lot of things are being revealed to them about weird message I'm getting. Non-traditional philosophies and beliefs. That's what they're telling me right now in my head. Non-traditional philosophies and beliefs. Maybe your DM was very traditional. Maybe they might have even gotten married to the karmic. But in this dream state, a lot of esoteric knowledge, non-traditional knowledge is being revealed to them. And the lessons that they have not learned are also coming up in their dreams for their acknowledgement and for them to end particular karmic cycles. Interesting. And then we have entrapment. What's this about? Yeah, entrapped in this thing that's not love, right? The not love relationship. The Two of Cups reverse. The karmic relationship. The distorted love. Trapped in distorted love. But remember, that's only figment of the shadow self. So somebody here wants to deliver some kind of passionate message to this not love, distorted love relationship. Somebody's made a choice here with this Two of Wands reversed. And I think I'm putting it back to this 28 card. Something ending. There it is. The Death card. Something ending. So it's an end to entrapment. DM is recognizing that as soon as he allows himself to transform, everything is going to transform, because this relationship that he's in is just a representation of his shadow self. So once he releases that shadow and gives into this transformation, everything around him will transform. Jeez. Wow. So much interesting messages today. Beautiful. I may not be able to connect a past life or Akashic field, but they're really giving the messages today. All right, so what's happening in DM's life right now? Let me make sure that you guys can see all the cards. I'm just going to pull this down here. What's happening in his life? We're just going to take 4 cards, okay? Wow. All right, so we have the wealthy man, and it's 13, so that's transformation. Again, some of you guys might be dealing with a Scorpio. We have the coffin, again, death. A card number 10, 19 reduced to 10. And remember, 19 is the sun, the highest expression of masculine energy. So as DM rises into his masculine energy, things are falling away, things are transforming, things are dying. Old cycles are dying. Pride is dying. Let's get another card. We have the official person, card number 22. Now, master number 22 is about mastering your intimate relationships. And I think this is exactly what's happening with DM right now. He's mastering the intimate relationships around him. The first dysfunctional relationship with his mother or mother figure. Then the other relationships, karmic family members, people he can establish boundaries with, and then this karmic partner, conquering the shadow self. Let's get one more card. Okay, they've given me 2. We have a gift. So this is the divine giving the DM a gift, and it's a gift of healing, card number 17. And then we have courthouse, and this is a number 5, so that's challenge and change. So there's some kind of karma that's being served up here, or they might actually be heading to court, getting a divorce or something like that. Okay. All right, so let's clarify and get the additional messages. So Spirit, tell us about this wealthy man. All right. This wealthy man is not ready to give a solid offer to anyone just yet. This wealthy man is actually overthinking things, because this is a negative aspect of Virgo, which is a Knight of Pentacles, right? So Knight of Pentacles in reverse, overthinking, kind of neurotic, not doing the kind of healing that he needs to be healing. But this is someone who wants new love, though. There's a transformation that they want in their life. They want new love. I think this person's really stepping into their power and really into their self-love. And that's why there's so many dynamic changes that are happening in this person's life. What's this that's ending? Yeah. No longer putting in effort or over-giving. No longer drowning himself in the material world. And you see, this is a beautiful thing. There's purpose for everything. Now, this is the beautiful thing about this coronavirus. Everybody is forced to go deep within. And everybody is being forced to lie down in the bed that they made. So all the kind of escapist behaviors that DM might have been able to do before, to cope with these karmic energies, go out partying, drinking, whatever it is, can't go out anymore. They have to face this karmic head on. And they're recognizing, you know what, I'm no longer putting in the effort. I'm no longer going to overgive in this situation. I'm no longer going to bury myself in work. They can't. And that's why so many things are changing so dynamically in your DM's life right now. Yeah. They're recognizing that there was just a lot of mind games and illusions in this situation. And as they're stepping into their self-love with this Nine of Cups here, they're really mastering themselves, mastering their emotions, and they're mastering this karmic relationship or karmic cycle. What's this gift? It's an epiphany. They've gotten an epiphany. And the epiphany is that the truth will set them free. We have this King of Swords. This is the gift that they've gotten from the divine, the inspiration that they've gotten from the divine, that the truth will set them free. They have to be their authentic self. And that's the key to releasing themselves from this entrapment. And what's this courthouse? Right. So it's karma time. It's karma time for this Queen of Pentacles reverse, which is the gold digging karmic. It's karma time. Okay? It's karma time. So we have a karmic that's on the divine order right now, and this karmic connection is on the divine order. It's kind of unstable, on unstable ground. The DM is kind of waffling back and forth, I see here, but eventually he's just going to listen to his intuition with his High Priestess energy here. Let me pull that down. And I think it's just going to be over. The endings are here. He's awake. He's awake. Judgment. So this whole karmic connection is under divine judgment right now, but particularly the karmic is under divine judgment, and your DM, because he's also received this karma, is wide awake. Okay, so let's now see what is your DM thinking regarding you at this time. Let me just check my time. Oh, that's beautiful, right? What? Oh, kind of like a little order on my pile. Sorry guys, it's the Virgo in me. God, you could check out my chart. God, I have so much Virgo there. I just like a little bit of order. I'm not OCD, I promise, but I like a little bit of order. All right, so whoa, guys, it's a bloody mess. Good God, guys, bear with me a second here. Sorry. Okay, it's a mess. The messy emotions right now. I don't think your DM knows what to do. Gotta tell you honestly. Alrighty. And this is the Dark Mansion Tarot. And I absolutely love the imagery on it, because it's like a perfect combination of like innocence and experience, the dark and the light. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is how he sees you. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. You're handling yourself, as we say in the Caribbean. You're handling yourself. You can handle your stories, right? You don't need anybody for shit, but you'd like to have. You like to share your life with someone. You like to give birth to this beautiful love, but you know there's still something karmic that's at play here that your DM feels that they can't walk away from. So let's find out what the hell that is. Okay. All right. So let's just get 4 cards. I like the numbers 2, 4, and 8. Those are my favorite numbers. But 8 is my favorite number, and the strength card is my favorite card. All right. So what we have is Justice in reverse. So that's Libra energy. Good Lord. We have the Page of Swords. Oh, isn't it cute? I don't, you know, no matter what the DMs do, I always see like the innocence in them. I don't know why. And maybe it's not a good thing. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles here. We have the Page of Pentacles. They're just so cute. I love them. Right, so a lot of earth energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have this Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And we have the Libra here. And then we have the karmic that's coming out, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So let's see. So the initial message that I'm getting is when DM thinks of you, you know, he thinks about the ways that he was unjust. The ways that he did not treat you right, didn't give back equally to the connection, and the way that he kind of racked up karma whilst he was dealing with you. I think, you know, he wants to communicate with you, and I'm saying he, but you know, it's just the energies, okay? He wants to communicate with you, DF. He wants to speak his truth, wants to reach out in some little small way, just wants to have that contact, but might be intimidated, so, you know, just kind of keeping an eye on you. I'm trying to stay away from the word stalking because that's a negative thing, and I don't think we should make positive negative things. All right, so he's keeping an eye on you here, holding on to you tight as his money, right? Keeping you close to his chest. I think there's a kind of protectiveness that I'm sensing here today. Not wanting too many people to know about you, want to protect you. I'm really getting from this karmic, but we're going to get to her just now. You know, wanted to come back, wanted to apologize, wanted to make some kind of small investment, whether it's friendship or whatever it is, you know, looking at his pride. Why they say telling me his pride and joy. There's something that he values and he wants to give to you. I don't know what that is. I'll pull a card. But you know, every time he thinks about you, he can't help but compare you to this karmic. And you know, it's, you know, chalk and cheese, right? Chalk and cheese. All right, so let's pull a couple cards. Well, let's pull 1 card on each one. All right, Justice in reverse. Yeah, kind of seeing things clearly. I think, you know, DM was just kind of blinded. When we said blinded by pride, right? But now he's recognizing that, you know what? I was happy. This is happiness. This is happiness. This is Tree of Cups. This is celebration. You know, finally seeing you clearly. Finally seeing everything clearly. Page of Swords. You know, look, keeping an eye on you, but feeling absolutely alone and isolated because you are the one that got this person. You know, you got him. Right? And you know, the more truths are revealed to DM is the more he sees you as his precious, and the more he's holding on to you. And the more that he wants to be stable. No more Knight of Wands player energy in and out. Just wants to hold on to you. And you know, like never let go. And then we have the Page of Pentacles here, right? You know, wanting to build something strong. We have the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the 3 of Pentacles. Want to take that small 1 pentacle, join it with yours, and then create something new. Wanting to reach out, wanting to communicate. But there's this karmic. There's the gold digging karmic here. What does the gold digging karmic want? Wants to express his emotions to this gold digging karmic. Yeah, wants to let that gold digging karmic know you're no Empress. We have the Empress in reverse. You're the distorted feminine. So, you know, wanting to speak up, want to express his emotions, and wanted to let the karmic know, listen, it's time for new love for both of us. I love myself, and I also love you. I also love you. And he cares about the karmic. And realize the karmic deserves true love too. I think that both the karmic and the DM, they've been selfish because they've each been keeping each other from real love. Okay? So I think it's actually like, listen, let's manifest real love in our lives. And I think that's the message that he wants to bring to the karmic. You're not the Empress, and I want love. All right. So guys, if this is resonating with you, these energies sound like you, and your DM, join me in the extended. And it's easy to join me in the extended because it's $3.33 on Vimeo per link. Or you can actually join my Patreon, and you can join it month by month. Just make sure when you subscribe, cancel the subscription, so it'll only be charged for a month, okay? And it's $5.55 for all my extendeds that month. However much extendeds I produce, it's $5.55. Otherwise, I'm happy for your likes, shares, subscribes, and if you watch any ads I play during these videos, that'll be lovely. Now, if you join me in extended, what we're going to do, we're going to explore his heart space energy for you, DF. We're going to look at what he might be hiding from you, what's blocking the connection at this time, messages from his 3D self, 5D self, and actions towards you by the end of the month. And now I'll pull out an advice card for you. Why not? Okay? So guys, I appreciate everything that you're doing for me right now, all your love, your healing, and the love and your healing that you're sending to other readers who may not be at their best at this time. I really appreciate that. All right? Much love to you. And remember, don't consume too much of that TV or that Facebook or those notifications on COVID-19. Okay? It's a lot of fear mongering, all right? Just get the information that you need for your area and just click off because it's just madness. All right? All right, guys, take care. Bye.